Hey guys, welcome to The Strong Young Man. It's human nature for men to pursue sexual gratification. A sexual appetite is extremely healthy. It signifies a well-balanced endocrine system that produces healthy amounts of testosterone and estrogen crucial for sex drive. Unfortunately, this can be a double-edged sword. Sex drive can become extremely destructive if your sexual appetite turns lustrous. Lust is a sexual appetite that is beyond your control. Your sexual desires are controlling you and everything you do, rather than you being in control of your sexual desires. If you're a straight man, think of everything you do for the women that you meet. Would you do the same thing for another man? Most of the difference between your attitude towards men and women can be explained by your sexual desire for women. If you are not able to control your sexual desires, then you become a slave to anything sexual. You open up cracks in your character that enable people to easily manipulate you through your lustrous tendencies. Lusting after women could destroy your life, and sex often complicates your life far more than it will ever improve it. How many people have gotten themselves into hot water after giving into their sexual appetite? There is always a price to be paid, even if it's not financial. Lack of control of your sexual impulses will also lead to excess consumption in other areas of your life, including porn, masturbation, social media, excessive food, alcohol, and drugs. Lust can also lead to other destructive behaviours such as deceit, manipulation, and even murder, as illustrated in the parable of David and Bathsheba, 2 Samuel chapter 11. According to the Old Testament, David elected to stay home from battle at a time of war when all the other men went off to battle. David got up from his bed one day and walked around on the roof of his palace. From the roof, he saw a woman bathing. Her name was Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah. David sent messengers to get Bathsheba, and she came to him and he slept with her. Bathsheba became pregnant, and so David conspired to have Bathsheba's husband, Uriah, killed. David ordered Uriah home to have him murdered, but when his attempts failed, David sent him back to war with orders to put Uriah where the fighting is fiercest, and then ordered all the other soldiers to withdraw from him so he would be struck down. This plan succeeded, and Uriah the Hittite died along with many other men. David then brought Bathsheba to his house, and she became his wife and bore him a son. Adam and Eve also both displayed the human tendency to lust when they lusted after the forbidden fruit of the tree of good and evil in the Garden of Eden because it pleased their eyes. Genesis chapter 3 verse 6. Only after consuming the fruit did they become conscious. Unlike Adam and Eve, you must become conscious of your lustrous desires before they control you. When you become conscious, you're in a better position to be able to consciously choose not to have them control you. If you believe you don't have sexual urges, then you are lying to yourself, and you open up more possibilities of your sexual appetite controlling you. A person who is not conscious will not have the awareness to exercise self-control. If you always do what feels good most immediately, you'll feel liberated and free momentarily, but in the long run, you become a slave to your former unrestraint. Remember, it's human nature to feel desire, and this is okay. Many Christians believe the sin of lust begins with a thought, but I disagree. Instinctive thoughts begin as unconscious thoughts, making their way into the preconscious mind, and then finally into consciousness. Conscious thoughts will never occur faster than unconscious thoughts, and to contend that any thought is sinful means that everyone sins all the time. Thinking about lust this way isn't constructive, and it makes people believe they'll forever be a slave to their desires. The real sin is letting your lustrous thoughts control your actions. If you're a young man that has a problem with porn or lust in general, just understand there is no shame. Just as easily as you develop this behavioural pattern in your teens, or perhaps even earlier, so too can you unlearn this behaviour. If you suffer from problematic porn use, watching episode 69 will help you understand your addiction and then cure it. Most of the time, masturbation is done when people are bored or insufficiently busy. David was home from the war with nothing to do when he slept with Bathsheba. Similarly, no one masturbates when they are occupied, such as in the middle of a busy day at work, unless they have a serious problem. Most of the time, it's done late at night, or on weekends, or other periods of downtime. Use this knowledge to help keep yourself busy during periods where you are tempted. Once you start to resist these urges, you begin to feel a strange sense of satisfaction or achievement. Mastery over your self-control is so fulfilling. You can then translate this superior level of self-control over to other areas of your life. Abstaining from sexual release has an extremely positive effect to focus and concentration that most people never experience. It really is a very powerful lifestyle to live, and it's the most effective way to stimulate productivity. The human mind responds to stimulation, the most powerful stimuli being the urge for sex. Sexual energy is built up the longer you are deprived of a release, and when harnessed and transmuted, the driving force is capable of taking you to the next level. This is known as sexual transmutation. Make sure you harness the force from built-up sexual energy and transmute it into something productive. Thanks for watching today's episode. In episode 97, I'll be talking about gluttony. Subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when it drops. Catch you then.